Yeah.
Okay, so what we have here is the 350 LM, the Armadillo Hepa dust filter. This is a 3-motor vacuum. You have a switch that controls each motor. As we're going along and we're grinding on the floor, I'll show you why we want to be able to control all the motors separately. This is 330 CFM, 101 inches of water lift. The 330 CFM is cubic feet per minute. That's how much air is moving in a minute. The 101 inches of lift is, if you put your hand on the end of the hose, that's how much power it has. That's the layman's terms for it. So you pop these off, lift this up. You've got a Hepa filter here. It's got 2 filters. Down in here is your main body filter with the manual shaker here that shakes the filter. It's real easy to change these filters. You see these little shoelaces? So you just untie these little shoelaces, undo these, and you can lift this whole piece off, and where this arm is, there's one nut. Take the nut off and this whole cage will lift right out. Flip it upside down, pull the filter off, put a new filter, put it back on, flip it over, tie your little shoelaces back on, put your nut back on the bar, put it back together. It's that simple. So let me show you here. When we take this off, here is the separator for this vacuum. As you can see, it's got a shield around this. So if you're hooking this up to like a soft cut saw or something like that, where you're getting large aggregate, the big stones and stuff like that, as it comes, it's gonna spin around here and drop down in. It's not gonna ever hit the filter, the large stuff. That's how we save this filter, and you can get a year or 2 out of this filter real easy. Whereas the other vacuum has a pre-separator on it. This one has the separator built in down at the bottom so that it can't hit the filter, and it saves your life of the filter. Here is that nut I was talking about. You just take this nut off and then just kind of move this to the side, and this whole filter assembly will just slide right out the top. Real simple. Everything about this is thicker, stronger, or latches are heavy duty. Everything about it is meant to last. This is just your extension so that your Hepa filter will clear. Don't lose these. Make sure your little switches are at the front. This makes it easier. These are dry vacuums only. Never ever suck up water with these. If water gets to these filters, they're ruined. They are designed for sucking up concrete dust, and debris. You can also wood guys. I mean, I sell them to wood guys, to everybody. So, anything dry. Metal handles, you see everything about it is just really robust and sturdy. It's got a little hook here to roll up your cord and hang on. It's in its transportation mode now. So this bar here, when you're ready to use it, flip it down, it raises it up. Now we've got room for the Longo pack. The Longo pack, you've got this little black strap here. We're gonna undo that. Take that off, you reach in here and grab the base of the bag. This whole thing pops off, by the way. So that it goes like this, so that when you replace these Longo packs, they come in a ring and you just slide them on, get them on there, And then you have the two little notches. Just like that. I'm going to take this. Pull it up high. And then we take our strap. Because you need to create that tight seal to the vacuum body. Just good and snug. It doesn't have to be super, super tight. You just want to be able to, it's kind of bungee corded. So there, now it's created a nice seal. Now you're going to take the bottom half, pull it down, bunch up the bottom of it, take your zip tie it on. Pull it tight. I like to pull it down to the ground and it's ready to use. As the bag fills up, what you'll end up doing once the bag's full, you'll bunch it up like that, put a zip tie here, a zip tie there, cut it in the middle, take your bag out, pull it back down again, you're ready to go. It does have the locks on the front wheels, keep it from moving around. We're in a real flat garage, so it's not going to move around in here. And you got a little power light. Pretty simple. That's it.
This is nice.
Got that? On your shaker, because you saw this filter, it's so big. Some of our competition has like little cones, filter cones, and that's all they use. They are automatic cleaning. They have to be because the filters are so small. You can go on here, we'll grind this whole garage floor and you don't have to shake it because the filter's so big. It keeps suction going. Whenever you want to get in the habit of, whenever you turn the vacuum off, change diamonds, do whatever, before you turn it on, give it a shake like that, and kick it on. Just get into the habit of always clean it, then kick it on. And that's all it takes, is that right there. You're just trying to get the bulk of the big stuff off. A filter, the two separate filters, the Hepa filter and the main body filter, are obviously replaceable. The Hepa filter, you're going to get a couple of years out of it easily. The bottom main body filter, you'll get anywhere from a year to 3 years, depending on how much is being used. Because of the separator down at the bottom, none of the big stuff is ever physically hitting or impacting the filter. With a lot of the competitors, their inlet is somewhere very close to the filters. So when you're, doing your first initial vacuum, you're getting splinters in the floor, little screws, things like that. Things are flying through super fast, and they're making impact with the filter. That's what pokes little tiny holes in the filters. By having a separator built in or having a pre-separator in front, nothing can ever physically, impact the filter. It makes your filter last 3 times longer than it normally would. That's about it. It's got a 50-foot electrical cord and 50-foot of vacuum hose. So you can actually have this 100 feet away from your power source. That's a long ways. That's about it. Oh, when they're new, the hoses are usually down somewhere in the packaging. All of your attachments, your little wands and stuff like that, remember we looked inside the filter? That's where they're at. They put them inside that filter. We put them inside that filter just so they're not loose. So if you get a customer saying, hey, I didn't get my attachments. Well, yeah, you did. Look inside.
Open it up.
Yeah, open it up. It's inside there.
What's the diameter of the hose that goes in there?
Well, it's 2 inch outside, 1 7/8 inside diameter. Your Longo packs, typically usually 70 to 77 feet long. You know, they'll last quite a while. It comes with one Longo package so that it's ready to use. You know, it's up to you guys after that. You'll go through, I don't know, quite a bit to use up 77 feet. That's about 33 bags of dust. This garage, we'll probably use one bag. We'll create one bag of dust, maybe two. But if you're just doing prep, obviously you're going to use a lot more aggressive diamonds. You're going to fill up the bags quicker. When you go into your polishing, your first cut, you'll fill a bag. After that, you'll go through all 9 steps and never fill a second bag in a garage this size. That's about it. That's everything with this. It is 110 volts. 220 is optional. All you gotta do is let us know. And we'll swap out the motors for you. No extra charge. That's it.
Cool.
So now we can hook up some hoses and stuff. Do you want to have this in the garage, or do you want to put it around the corner so we don't have to listen to it?
It's up to you, whatever you recommend.
I like to put them outside the garage so I don't have to listen to it.